Well, hello my beautiful people. My name is Get and welcome back to, you already know what this is, Riddle Joker. Last time, that was unexpected, I'm not gonna lie. Last time, Chikaki's route, it started with a victim of a molestation. Yeah, like someone got touched. And it was like, whoa. That was too heavy for this game. I know we deal with like other stuff like people getting kidnapped and like losing control and everything, or like those pranks with Hazuki, but Ninja-san. But whoa, you know. So yeah, we were just trying to find out who it was. Chikasi got really involved because her friend, you know, was the one that was the victim. So we were riding the train to see how it was like and everything, and after some decisions, Satoru's like, I'm gonna ride the train by myself because I don't want to keep you guys safe. So, that's where we're at right now. So, let us continue. After that, I kept riding the trains while being careful not to violate the curfew. I usually position myself in the corner, do my best to keep as inconspicuous as possible, and watch the area like a hawk. But it's by no means easy. There's only one train, and it has multiple cars on it. And while there's a lot of assault incidents, that isn't to say that it happens on a daily basis. Plus, I'm already missing out on basically half of all the potential incidents because I can't monitor during the mornings. Maybe that's the reason why I haven't seen any results. That doesn't sound very good. Sorry, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Oh, I'm not blaming you for it. I guess we were a little naive to expect it all go so easily. Well, I guess it's good that there hasn't been any new assaults cases, at least. Do you think they might have had to change it harder and stopped? That'll sure be nice. But if they were capable of introspect, they wouldn't commit so many crimes to begin with. Maybe there's just no way we can find them by pure luck. But there's no evidence that pinpoints any suspects whatsoever. If that was the case, the police would be all over it by now. In that sense, we can't count on them. This may take longer than I anticipated. How's Noe-san holding up? Doing alright. She's attending class again now. But I think she's still hurting on the inside. Yeah, I doubt she has a peace of mind until the criminal is caught. Maybe we should change our approach. I don't think we'll identify them doing what we've been doing. What we have been. Yeah, we haven't made any progress, so maybe it's time to change tactics. The only problem is, I can't think of any other way to search for them. We wrote out the decoy plan. What about finding a way to ride the morning trains? Well, that'll certainly help. But can we really do that without missing class? I think we should focus on things we can do after class for now. Alright, I'll see what I can see what I can think of it. Alrighty. Alright. I'll see if I can think of anything. Okay. Now it's dark time. In the meantime, I continue boarding the train like usual. Unsurprisingly enough, I can't find any clues. Next stop, Kika Academy Station. Kika Academy Station. Please remember to take all your belongings. Welcome back, senpai! How did it go? No luck. Man, that's a shame. We really need a better way to go about this. Oh! What is it? That person over there! Who? She's looking at a girl off in the distance. The girl was on the same train as me and got off at the same stop. I remember her clearly since I was watching everyone in there like a hawk. There are many residential houses around the academy, so non-students also tend to get off the station. The problem is, Satoru, you fucked up. You missed one. She got touched, and you didn't do shit. The woman is in tears, clearly distressed. Wait, maybe she was. It's definitely a possibility. Go check it out, Nanami. What? I can't just go speak to some crying lady I don't even know? You do it, please. Well, if she was molested, a random guy is probably the last person she wants coming up and talking to her. We still gotta make sure she's alright. I'll be back. Mibu-san heads straight to where the crying woman is. Huh? Oh, I'll come with you. Nanami then runs after her. Within seconds, Mibu-san appears to be comforting the lady. Man, she really is a people's person. Thank God we have her around. You were right. She had her breast grope. Really? I remember how she was standing through the whole duration of her trip. And I was paying attention to her surroundings as well. I didn't notice anything. I didn't notice a thing. She was standing in front of an occupied seat, holding onto the safety handles. There was a woman to her left and a man to her right. They were both holding on the safety handles with one hand and a bag in the others. So it's hard to imagine they could have done it. Then maybe the man behind her reached out to grope her. No, the man was facing away from her. Is it possible he could have still touched her in that position? I tried to recall the general situation in the car at the time, but I don't remember any suspicious movement. Since she was standing in front of a seat, I could see the upper half of her body as well, really well. But I never saw any hands touching her. I used my ability to enhance my brain and remember every minute detail. Normally, I'll chalk it up to memory lapse, but there is no doubt about what I'm remembering. Nothing was visibly from my perspective. That's strange. Nanami murmurs in confusion, and I nod. The criminal is using an astral ability. It seems that the molester we're dealing with really is an astral. I see. What? What are you guys looking at each other like that for? Anything I should know? Oh, a molester who's also an astral. This would harm our reputation in the public eye. That's why we're trying to catch them. If Mibu-san knew that, wouldn't her opinion of astrals worsen? No. If we try to hide it when she knows something's up, she'll only lose trust in me. Yeah, I guess we should tell you. We've been thinking for a while that the criminal might be using an astral ability. Really? Yeah. It's weird that the criminal hasn't been caught after so many incidents. And now, I have proof that they were in the same train car as me. I can't think of any other possible explanation for me not being able to perceive them. If they're an astral, that would certainly explain a lot. So, what else? What else? That's all there is to it. Well, you two were acting so secretive. I thought it would be something more important. That's not the hard part. We thought you might see us differently if you realized the culprit is an astral. Oh, I get it now. The realization dawns on her face. I'll never hate you two because of something like that. Well, maybe if you said you were the molester, senpai. What? I never do something that's despicable. Yeah, I know. No matter what the criminal is, I'm not going to use that as an excuse to discriminate against astrals. I mean, there are all sorts of criminals who use abilities, not just molesters. Well... yeah. Astral abilities are just tools, plain and simple, and when used effectively, they can do all sorts of stuff. I would never think that all astrals are bad people just because a small number of them use their powers for bad things. I mean, if I let someone like that swear my opinion, I wouldn't have come to the school in the first place. She grins from ear to ear. That refreshing smile instantly frees both Nanami and I from all the doubts we were having. Thank you, Shikashi-chan. Huh? I don't think I cute, outgoing, and able to get along with most anyone. She's not fake and treats other people's problems like her own. You're such a good person. Those thoughts of mine then spill out. Not you too! Is she not used to being praised or something? I'm surprised to see her blushing. Stop teaming up to me! No. What? Stop teaming up to embarrass me! That's not really what we're trying to do. Yeah, we're just honestly relieved to know how you feel. Okay. Enough about this. We gotta get back to the molestation case. Assuming they're using astral ability, do you have any idea what it might be? Nope, nothing right now. It's not something simple like invisibility. And today rules out the perception warping possibility that Nanami suggested. There aren't any blanks in my augmented memory concerning the victim. I remember every second of the ride clearly. I don't think they use an ability to conceal themselves. Do you think they may be using something like telekinesis to corrupt their victims? Possibly. I feel like it'd be hard to aim in a crowded train though. And they wouldn't get any sort of pleasure out of doing it. It's really hard to determine their motives. Maybe they just do it for the kick out they get out of it. The accidents has been happening in crowded trains during rush hour. You think it might be an officer working trying to relieve the stress? We can't roll that out. But if this is their idea of stress relief, it'll be difficult to predict their behavior. No matter the reasons, they can't get away with using their ability like this. What they're doing harms people's perception of Astrals. It impacts way more people than they realize. Knowing why she entered the academy, it's no wonder she's so upset about it. We can't let them run free. Well, we still have barely any leads. It'll be a while before we catch them at this rate. True. If we figure out what their motives is, maybe they'll lead to clues. That's it. What is? If you become a molester and try to do what they do, you will get into their minds, right? No. It's called like profiling, I think. It's legit. I get it. It's like what the FBI do, right? Put yourself in the shoes of the serial killer. But like, you don't see. I don't know what she's thinking. She might be like, oh, let's just act it out right here. If it's acting, yes, that's what they do. But if it's like, oh, we're gonna go out there and I'm an FBI agent and I'm gonna go out there and let's murder people in the same way that the serial killer does to get an idea of what their mindset is. I hope she's not implying like me going out and molesting people. I don't think you know what that means. Hey, let's not start the details. The important part is that you try to explore how the criminal feels. That's only if they're not just doing it for fun. Didn't you say that expecting to run into the molester by pure luck was a dumb idea? This is our chance to try our new approach. I mean, I can see where you're coming from. We're definitely at a stalemate in this investigation. I guess we got nothing to lose. How in the world are we going to get it into the molester's mind, though? Well, I guess we could have to replicate what the criminal does. Okay. I'm sure there's a case where a woman is the perpetrator. But I think it's safe to assume that we're dealing with a man. That's the most likely scenario, yes. So, I think he should be our criminal for this, senpai. That sounds logical. Thanks. So I guess that means the victim will either be me or Nanami-chan. Fine. I guess I have to do it. I don't want him to get excited from molesting you for reals. I wouldn't do that. What kind of awful person do you think I am? Jeez. You siblings really get along, don't you? As if? There you go, proving my point. Okay, let's get this over with, Nanami. We're just pretending here, okay? I'm gonna get seriously mad if you try groping me for real. I know. I imagine that we're inside of a train. Not only supposed to be a helpless girl, unable to move, and holding on to the safety rails. If the molester... I'm the molester and she's my target. Okay. I'm a big bad molester. I'm going to... I'm a big bad molester, and I'm gonna fill you up now. Satoru-kun, I don't think criminals are know that they're going to commit a crime. Well, depends. If you're in a gang and... Well, not molesting, like, if you're in a gang and you're just gonna kill someone, if you know you're gonna kill them, take off your mask, state what gang you're from, and bam, bam, bam. You know what I mean? I think that's how you should do it. Okay? But other than that, yeah, you don't announce your crimes. I'm gonna break into your... I'm gonna break into your house, and you're gonna do nothing about it. Good point. I guess I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do as a molester. It's about the sexual thrill, don't you think? The sexual thrill of touching Nanami? It's kind of hard for me to think about her that way. Well, excuse me for not being your type. You want me to have sexual thoughts about my own sister? That's not what I'm saying. In fact, it would be seriously gross if you fantasize about your sister like that. But there's no reason just to imply like I'm not attractive. It kind of ticks me off. That's not what I was implying at all. All I meant was that I don't see you as sexually attractive. I think you're pretty cute, but as a sister. Even if we're not related, we've been living together most of our lives. So, while this might just be pretend, it's hard to imagine myself feeling up my little sister. Alright, then I'll play the victim instead. Sorry for making you do this. You better not get any funny ideas and try groping her for reals, okay? Oh, knock it off already! Okay. Let me... Okay. Okay. So we got Satoru, the molester, trying to come up to Chisaki, the helpless student. He's all worried and all. She's like, what is it? Okay. Done nothing weird. And Nanami's like, stare. Look at Nanami like, stare. See, like, I know she's watching us, but I think she's just staring at Satoru like, you better not touch her. Stare. If you touch her, I'm gonna stare at you till you burn into flames. Stare. I'm gonna stare down your soul. Okay, let's get this over with. I'm ready when you are. My target is Mibu-san. It's still way too embarrassing to do this with someone you know. Senpai? What? This isn't a game. We're doing this to catch the criminal. You have to take this seriously. And you're not the only one that's embarrassed. You're only making me feel even more self-conscious. Sorry. She's right. This is part of the investigation. By getting cold feet like this, I'm essentially spitting in the face of her determination. Okay, I'll focus on entering the mind of a real molester. Good! I'm a molester. Nasty pervert. And I'm in the mood for tiny, slender bodies. You didn't have to call me tiny! Sorry. I'm a molester. A nasty molester. And I'm in the mood for some little lolly girls tonight. Ah! Did you really need to call me that? Can't you just molest me and be done with it? Why do you have to insult me while you're at it? Are you trying to pick a fight or something? No, not really. I know that I'm short and flat and have 0 curves. You don't need to remind me. Well, I think establishing these details is important if I'm trying to understand the molester's mind. I know you didn't mean anything bad by it. But hearing you say that after you said I'm cute and attractive feels kind of awful. Oh, right. Sorry. I guess you're cute enough that I don't have to think of a specific fetish the molester would have. Okay, let me try again.
Ready!
These crimes are usually done from behind, aren't they?
I believe so. They'll totally know if you were doing it.
Fuck.
I believe so. They'll totally know who did it if you were facing them.
With that, I take position behind Mibu-san. Hold on, can I come back? Hold on. Just look at Satoru. Just look at him. Just like. I stand behind you, then feel your butt. After which, I reach out and feel your boobs. Nice and discreetly. We're pretending this is not real. But what I'm doing is enough to make her blush fiercely. Even starts fidgeting around a little. The way she bashfully moves her hips causes me to gulp. Come on, don't get the wrong idea, Satoru. We're just pretending. It's natural for the victim to feel embarrassed. She's just trying to play the part, I think. Just seeing her act all shy and blushing makes my mind wander elsewhere. She's usually so bubbly, happy, and kind. But that's not all she is now. Even her neck is getting red. Her fair white skin is being dyed a neurotic shade of red. Is this how a molester feels? Or maybe... Stare!
Doing this in pure silence is kind of awkward.
You're so disgusting. Wait, we weren't doing this... Wait, weren't we doing this so I know how the molester feels? And I haven't touched her, I swear! You're leering at her. Are you sure you're not getting any funny ideas? Stare. Of course not.
It did feel like you were eyeing me in a really dirty way.
You're gonna throw me under the bus too?
I'm glad you're taking this seriously, but I think you're actually scaring me in the process. I was actually afraid you were going to reach out and grope me.
I'm so sorry. The second she mentioned that, I jump away from her. Now I actually realize what I did. I definitely made the thing super awkward. Maybe Nanami was right, and I was getting weird ideas into my head.
I'm sorry. I was the one who told you to get serious.
No, I think I went a little too far. Sorry.
Don't apologize. You didn't actually touch me, so it's fine. It kind of felt really embarrassing. I just kind of felt really embarrassed when I thought about you actually groping me. You're totally oogling her. You're totally oogling her. Are you back to normal now? Or are you still in molester mode?
Hey, that's not funny. So, do you understand what the paralyzing fear feels like now, Mibu-san?
Yeah. It was hard for me to speak, and I imagine it's 10 times worse when it's the real deal.
So that's why you have to stop thinking you can do this on your own. If you ever go out to investigate, call me. I'll accompany you.
Okay, I'll do that. So, did we learn anything at all from this?
Kind of? Still embarrassed, Mibu-san looks away. Watching her being so bashful makes my heart beat a little faster. I can't stay calm. Give me some time. I'll try to recall what I saw on the train today.
Right. I think that's a good idea. It's getting pretty late anyways. Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice. Let's go back to our rooms. See you later, senpai.
Yeah, good night. Another view.
Gosh, my heart was beating like crazy. It still kind of is. Even if he's Nanami's brother, he's still a guy. All guys and girls have sexual urges, right? So there's nothing weird about me getting a little turned on by that situation. I was a little scared, but I think I was also kind of excited and even a little horny. Am I a pervy girl or something?
Well, you just have developed feelings for him, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. I can't sleep. I tried to close my eyes. But all that comes to mind is the image of Mibi-san bashfully blushing. Almost as if it were to burn into my retinas. It makes my body feel strangely warm. Strangely warm in what areas? In your heart? Or your other heart? Men have two hearts, ladies. And we have one right here in our chest, and one right here in our lower regions, because, you know, they both work in the same way. They tell us what to do at the wrong moments. When you should be listening to your head, one of your two hearts will be like, you know what? I got this. I know what to do in this situation. One gets you into fights, the other one gets you in the other one helps you catch a case, man. I never felt like this even before. But at least I feel a little more calmer now. Since I can't fall asleep, I'll just think more about the molesting incident from today. It's highly unnatural that the molestation occurred in that situation. Specifically, that the fact that the victim said her breasts were groped. I couldn't possibly overlook it if I were her. I could possibly overlook it if it were her butt, but there would have been more noticeable movement if it were her breast being groped. But during the train ride, I saw no one doing any such thing. The further away one is, the harder it is to touch the victim. That's why I thought they were using an astral ability. But even if the molester can mess with them from a distance, they wouldn't be able to enjoy the feeling itself. It'll be almost pointless. Ooh, you know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking a lot right now? You know what I'm thinking? It'll be funny, right? If, I don't know why I want to say it's a woman, the molester. Like, she's not molesting them, right? She's like messing with their minds and making them believe that they're molested because she's a twisted bitch. Or it could be a guy too. But, I don't know, I just think it's a woman because it's like, I'm just thinking of all the women in my life who's like, ooh, I want something bad to happen to her. You know what I mean? Like, something like that. It's like, but if you could put that in someone's thoughts, right? I think it's a woman. I think. Or I think it'll be funny. Because everyone's thinking like, it's a guy that's molesting her. And everything, right? But it's a woman being a bitch. I think that'll be funny. Like, you think it's one thing, but it's the other. It's a dog with an astral ability. Animals can't get astral abilities, remember, girl? I'm sorry, I'm just messing around now. That's what I thought until now. But maybe I need to rethink that. You can enjoy without physically touching them. Even if it were just pretending to molest Mibu-san, I still got aroused. To be more precise, I was turned on by her blushing and an embarrassment reaction she had. So, that means there may be a way to enjoy molesting someone even from a distance and without actual contact. Like telekinesis. Maybe the criminal has some sort of fetish. They could humiliate their victims with telekinesis and get off from seeing their reaction. Oh, that could be a thing too. But like, why can't it just be mind alteration? Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe not your mind, but like manipulating their mind into thinking that they were. You get what I'm saying? Like, that could be a real possibility. Like, you don't need to touch them. All you need to do is look in the victim and like, whew, your mind has been changed. Just you. No one around you, but just you. It's like, wouldn't that be more, you know what I mean? And it's the same fucked up thing, like, it's the fucked up notions, like, some men just want to see the world burn. You know what I mean? If that's the case, the criminal must be in a position where they can see those reactions very well. A position from which you can see the victim's reaction in a crowded train. And yet, the criminal hasn't even been spotted once. Wait! does this mean what I think it means? What does it mean, Satoru? What does it mean?
You figure out who the criminal is?
You figure? Yeah, maybe. I have no solid proofs, but I believe they're using some form of psychokinetics.
But wouldn't that mean they aren't actually touching the victims?
Yeah, but what they're after is the reaction of the victims.
Okay.
You normally think they were doing it for the physical sensation, but I think in this case, they want to see how women react to being molested.
Whoa, what a freak!
I don't think it's that... Never mind. Oh shit, I almost mentioned how turned on I got from watching Mibu-san's reaction yesterday.
Huh?
This is bad. Looking at her face keeps reminding me of yesterday. I need to pull myself together and calm down. I look away from her and take a deep breath.
So they want to see, not touch. Does that mean the molester doesn't stand behind their victims?
Yeah, it's more likely they're in some place where they can get a good look. And obviously, no one would suspect the person they're standing right in front of them and keeping their hands to themselves.
So if we consider where the victim was standing yesterday, does that mean the molester was the person sitting in front of her?
I nod. If my conjecture is right, then there's a high chance that's them. One wouldn't normally suspect the person sitting in front of you to be the one molesting you. Well, yeah, no shit, because you can see everything they're doing. Like, if the guy who's sitting in front of you just, like, grabs your lower regions, like, your dick or your vagina, right? Like, you're gonna be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? You're gonna just, like, smack their hand and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, literally. Like, if you're in a... What's crowded? Because we don't have crowded subways unless you're in New York. Like buses, right? If you're in a big city... If you're in a city... If you're in a place where there's like a bus, right? Like a normal like city bus or a normal bus, right? That goes around like schools, like high schools, middle schools, elementaries to take people home. Those things get crowded. If you're standing there and like someone just grabs your lower regions, what would you do? Would you just be like, hey, what the fuck? Like in front of you. They're not behind you. You can see them. And they just, you know, not even like, you know, just like cups it, like, boop. Like not forcefully or anything, or not even like they don't have a knife or something to do. They're just, boop. What would you do? Would you just be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? That's why you don't suspect them, you know? So, I have something I want you to do, Mibu-san.
Want me to be the decoy?
No, I'm not letting anyone put themselves in harm's way. We've been over this.
I know, I was just having a little fun.
I want you to ask Sakinomi-san about what she saw. If she wasn't in a position where anyone could have seen her face, maybe his hypothesis could be completely wrong.
Alright. She's a faint of heart though, so she might not want to revisit those memories.
I know. You don't have to force her to talk about it if she doesn't want to. I'll leave the decision to you.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll talk with Shikanomi-san when I get the chance.
Thanks. Don't push her for answers too much.
Yeah, I won't. So I guess we'll meet up for lunch again.
Sure.
Alright, see you later. Let's get going, Nanami-chan. Oh, I have something to talk about with him. You can go on ahead. Oh, okay.
She walks away to her classroom without saying much else. After making sure she's gone, Nanami turns to me.
You remember everything about the train ride yesterday, right? Did you see the criminal's face? We can search for them in the AIMS database by filtering all those with psychokinetic abilities.
Sorry, I wasn't in a good position to see them. I never imagined a sitting person would be responsible, so I didn't think I need to focus on them. That was my blunder on my part.
Don't beat yourself up over it.
I haven't thought of looking into the aims. Though, there is something I would like to ask of you to do. I want you to check the information Dad sent and see if there's anything I overlooked.
Alright, I'll do that.
Thanks.
Gotta get to class now. Bye! Toodles! We got it, Senpai. Sekinomi said she was sitting in front of a passenger holding onto the safety handle. And apparently, the man in front of her was grinning the whole time. It scared her so much that she still remembers the face he was making.
Alright, thanks. I nod and turn to Nanami.
Mm-hmm.
She gives a tiny nod. It's like she understands what I'm trying to say. Judging from the evidence we're collecting, I think we were on the right track. This sounds more plausible than a molester that attacks from behind. Let's investigate some more and see what we get.
I think that's a good idea. I'm surprised you were able to figure out the molester's motives that easily.
Yeah, it was all thanks to the situation with you.
Huh? Satoru-kun, are you saying what I think you are?
Wait, no! That's, came out wrong. The guy's beyond help. Deriving pleasure from molesting people and watching their reaction is weird and wrong.
But, going by what you said, you were essentially able to empathize with this guy who's beyond help.
I don't empathize with him at all. He's a scumbag.
I think this is what we call being in denial.
I tried to deny it by getting outraged, but they're not that dumb.
That came to your mind from watching me?
I just did it to catch the criminal. I'm not lying. But I'm sorry if it made you feel uncomfortable. I'm really sorry.
Oh no! I was the one who asked you to do it. You really don't need to apologize. And now we're closer to catching the criminal. I should be thanking you.
Thanks for being so understanding.
Still, you're able to empathize with a molester after one little stimulation. You're a bona fide pervert, aren't you, Senpai? You're so beyond help.
I guess the epiphany, I guess the abyss does stare back if one's not careful.
You don't have to pretend you're okay with it, Chikase-chan. Lay into him. You're always so hard on him, but I guess that's just how you shows how much you love him. That isn't true. You two are just two peas in a pod. Oh, are you trying to get his attention? Is that what this is about? Oh, for crying out loud! No, I'm not. So stop it.
You guys are dorks.
Alright, well, class ends here for today. Well, have a good afternoon.
It's time to resume the search. Hey, Satoru! Something's going on. You've been leaving campus every day after school these past few days. Yeah, I got some important business to take care of.
Oh, are you leaving again today?
Yeah, I promise I'll be back before curfew though, so don't worry. Wait, did you break curfew once already?
Almost. He arrived back within only a few minutes to spare.
Whoa, talk about playing with fire.
I won't demand you to speak if you're not comfortable telling me, but feel free to come with me if you're having problems. I'm always willing to help.
Same here. I'm glad they're willing to help, but I don't want to get Niji-san involved in the search. She could be a victim after all. And Koei too, I guess. Is it because you look like a girl?
What does it show you?
I'm feeling very uncomfortable for some reason, and I think it's because of Satoru. He's awfully sharp. Well, thank you two. I'll be fine though. Oh, okay then.
Don't feel shy if you truly are having troubles with something.
Yeah, of course.
Senpai!
We turn around and I see Mibu-san waving at me. Mibu-san? Sorry, gotta go. Alright.
Be careful out there.
I will. I grab my bag and leave. Oh, is Nanami not with you?
She's with Shikanomi-san.
Why? Did something happen?
She has to go to the hospital today. But she's still scared to ride the train on her own.
Makes sense.
So, I asked if me and Nanami can accompany her.
Yeah, I guess you can't exactly say no to that. I'm supposed to be boarding the train alone. So I don't care what they do as long as the investigation continues. Think it'll be rush hour by the time you get back from the hospital?
Yeah, we won't be able to avoid it.
So, you'll end up a decoy whether we like it or not.
Looks like I promise we didn't plan for this to turn out this way.
I know. You wouldn't break a promise. The fact that she came to tell me should serve as proof of that. She's fully trusting of me with this investigation.
What do we do about this, Senpai?
We can't just tell her not to go to the hospital. Maybe they could get someone else to go with her. But that doesn't solve the core problem. Shikanomi is still in risk either way. They'll just be abandoning her. Alright, I'll go to the hospital with you guys. If anything happens along the way, I'll deal with it.
Thank you, I really appreciate it, but Shikanomi-san seems to be a bit on edge right now, and having a man nearby will probably scare her.
I know. I won't try to get in her space. I'll just keep a watch from a distance, so she won't notice me. That's okay, right?
Yeah, sorry about this.
It's fine. I'll just hate for something to happen to you girls. If she's molested again, Shikanomi-san might be traumatized for life. And if by chance Mibu-san was targeted too, I can't even stand the thought of it. Alright, let's go with that. I like how you didn't even think of his sister, like, oh, my sister gets molested. Pfft, what? It's my sister. What? No, I think you'll be heartbroken. I'll be heartbroken too. Like, if my little sister fell and broke her arm, I would laugh my ass off. If this happened, I gotta probably beat someone's ass.
Yep, thanks again.
I know, I'll keep an eye on you, but be careful still. Stay in a place where you don't stand out in the train, and don't get any funny ideas and use yourself as a decoy or whatever.
I know, you don't have to worry, I won't do anything like that.
Alright, I trust you. I'll go back to my room and get ready.
Okay, I'll see you later.
I'm sorry you have to take time out of your day to come with me.
Hey, it's no problem for us.
Yeah. I thought it was coming for some reason. I thought it was gonna be a guy. I don't know why, because my camera is blocking her face. You know what? Screw it. Her voice is, yeah. No.
Yeah, we were just upset about the molester as you are. Thanks. Alright.
Wait, was that? Oh, it was her. I thought that was Satoru.
Alright, are we ready to get going then? Yep, the quicker we are, the better chance we have of beating the rush hour congression. Yeah.
With that, the three of them walks out of the door. After a second or two, I sneakily follow them. Okay, I am gonna end it there. I don't know, I think that's a okay cliffhanger. And also, you know, I don't want to make the video too long, because some people, even me, have short attention spans. I'm not gonna lie, I do have a short attention span, so it's like, so like any video over like an hour, or even over 40 minutes, I'm just like, I could be doing something else. I could be making songs or whatever. You're wasting time out of my day. Well, this is anime. I don't know why, because it's 30 minutes and every episode's like something new, right? So like I could just watch anime for like hours and hours and not get bored. Okay, anyway, if you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see whenever I post, and leave a comment. Alrighty. Without... I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say. Okay. Like, comment, subscribe, bell notification, yes, okay? Anyway, this is Gap saying farewell. And as always, bye-bye. I'm sorry, I couldn't do the Farewell, and as always, because my throat hurts like a bitch right now. Alrighty.
Bye-bye!